Okay, so while I look for my tripod, we're gonna do this really quickly. Um, this it's time to go. So it's cold outside. I'm gonna switch the angle of Beastie. So we're gonna go ahead and saddle them up and Beastie, fire all eight off. I'm gonna change the position of the truck so we can get a good little sunlight and then quick easy. A few screws in and out. Then we're going to tackle another project that I've been thinking about doing. Let you know on the other side. And this is what I'm removing. So here we go. Okay, so we got to pause because in my urgency to put this on, I forgot to paint it. Now, of course, we can always paint it or put it on there and call it a day, but that just wouldn't be Beastie's je ne sais quoi. So, no worries. Slap a couple coats on, black paint, slap it on, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, to the lab we go. Okay, so for this next modification, it's really not a modification, more like an enhancement. So I wanted to protect my steering wheel because I've noticed it got a little bit of a dent at the top, probably because, I'd be riding like this a lot. So I wanted to get a steering wheel cover, but I didn't just want any steering color. I wanted it to be a Beastie steering wheel cover. So I went online and I found a company on eBay. I'll put a link in the description below. And they did customized steering wheels. So I was like, okay, yeah. It was around 50 bucks. And I bought it. So I thought, it'd be ready and everything else like that. So when it came looking like this. So I was like, all right. Then it came with a whole bunch of pictures. And it is from overseas, so the instructions are very vague. Then it showed me how to sew it on. And again, kind of vague, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it comes with the steering wheel cover. It comes with a placement tool, and you'll see why we'll need this later. It came with double-sided tape, and it came with 2 spools of thread and 2 needles. So I was like, you know what? It came, I was like, I really don't feel like doing it. Let me go to an upholstery shop and see if they'll do it. Now, granted, I paid $50 for it, so I was like, okay, they know what they're doing. They'll probably, put it on. So talked to a guy, and he said, oh yeah, that's easy. It all just depends on where you start at, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay. He's like, unfortunately, I can't do it today. I'll maybe do it sometime next week. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, so, you know, how long does it take? He's like, you can really do it, but it would probably take about an hour, hour and a half. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's not a lot of time. I was like, so how much will it be? He was like, I can do it for about 180. What? Yeah, I do about 180. I couldn't hang the phone up fast enough. Do you understand me? Couldn't hang it up fast enough. So again, this is why this channel is here. Because I am here to show people that you can do this stuff on your own and not have to go to the dealer. Will it take some time? Absolutely. Will you gain experience? Absolutely. Will you feel better about yourself because you saved a whole bunch of money and you did it yourself? Double thumbs up. So, the very first step was to put double-sided tape on, which I've already done, and we're ready to go outside. It's gonna give it the old college try. I think it'll come out great. To Beastie we go. All right, one of the very first things that you got to do is clean the area that you're going to put the new cover on. Now, I'm just using soap and water. You can use whatever type of degreaser you like. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just a little soap and water. And that should take care of any oils that your hand has left on there, anything else like that. Again, like I always say, it's not so much the product that you're going to add to your vehicle, it is the prep that you're doing. Whether you're painting or anything else like that, it is all about prepping. So make sure that you do a good job in prepping, ensuring that you get the best out of it. So I'm going to wipe that off, and we're going on to the next portion of this application. All right, so the first thing is go ahead and stretch your steering wheel cover over your steering wheel. Oh, that's right, you see it. Shout out to Stu. So that's what we've done so far. We've stretched it out. As you can see, I've put double-sided tape all the way around it. And that basically is just going to hold the steering wheel in place as I sew all the way around. So, this should be fairly easy. And, yeah, we will see how it all turns out. Stay tuned. All right, so they have two different types of needles. I'm going to go ahead and grab the big guy. I've pulled out a decent amount of thread. I basically went with my arm length from one finger to the other on the other side. Well, my middle finger on my left to my middle finger on my right, and I doubled it. Just to make sure that I have enough to go all the way around. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to say this. Basically, what you do is you come in from this backside, okay? And you try to come in where the stitching is. Come in this way with your knot on the backside. Come in this way, knot on the back, coming out, and you're going to loop over to go in on the backside of the leather, okay? Then what you're going to do is come back over and use this stitch to go under and around. Then you're going to skip this next loop and go into the second one. Okay? Come back around. Coming back in through the second loop, going over. Skipping one, coming back over. Now you can do it both either way. I'm probably going to do it the back way. It just seems a little bit easier. Before I do that, obviously, I'm going to take off my double-sided tape to get just the right placement and show you where it goes. All right. So as you can see, the top portion is done. Now I have to move on to the bottom, which starts right here. And we're going to go all the way down to right here. And then stop right here and come back around here. So I guess you could say I'm 1/3 of the way there. Stay tuned. All right, so this is the almost finished product. I think I did an excellent job. I still have to secure this flap in the back like so, and then I'll be finished. So give me a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I have stuck a fork in it because it is done. And that, good sir, is how you save the dough. You know, sitting here getting the tree in order, I just realized I never showed you the lower portion of the new grill. I guess that'll have to be the next video. Merry Christmas, y'all.